tell. Too many things on my mind for anything to go well.
So when you see people run around managing Airbnb and buying up property up in West Bay and had struggle at the bank and all of a sudden and never said one bad word about Wayne, you have to ask yourself your question, I wonder where they get these deposits from.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mario Rankin. Good morning. How are you?
What's going on? Sandra, you all right?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I wanted to have a quick conversation with you, if you don't mind. Want to indulge me and my listeners?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, awesome. So there's this rumor that has been circulating, and you have your show, and a lot of times we have to deal with rumors and misinformation. And when it comes to myself personally, I like to put rumors to bed. So I'm just going to give you the rumor that I've heard. And then obviously I'm hearing that it's coming from you, but you can say, nope, that's not true or whatever. And I guess it'll end there. But there's a rumor circulating that supposedly you're telling people you've made, you might not have called my name, but you've made innuendos on your show that I have, a more recent property acquisition. And that acquisition was made possible because Wayne Panton purchased property for me, or I don't know, gave me money. I don't know how this is supposed to work. But have you heard this rumor, and have you been telling people this about me?
Well, I think the easiest thing for you to do, Sandra, because you love Gap Seed so much, is why you just don't go watch my show. You would see that I never said anything. I never said anything about you or Wayne giving you money to buy anything. We talked about Sabrina and Sabrina. Nah, I said we never talked. I said, listen,
okay,
if you want the facts, do a little bit of reconnaissance for once in your life, no? I mean, at least once.
But I mean, listen, I don't listen to your show, but the person, what has
okay,
been said.
Then maybe.
But
maybe
Sabrina
you should tell
doesn't
whoever
have
told
property.
you.
She doesn't have an Airbnb or property in West Bay, so you couldn't have been talking about her.
Oh, so you I thought you didn't say you didn't listen to my show.
I don't, but this is what people are telling me.
So. But come on,
that's what I'm saying. It's hearsay, and that's why I'm calling you.
Hold on. If there's anybody in Cayman should know about hearsay and this one say that one and that, it should be you. How many times you been accused of that? Like a million times. We've both been accused of that simply because of the position we have taken that we speak publicly, regardless of what we talk about individually. We speak publicly and we speak our mind, and most people can't really comprehend that. So you get people who take what you say and turn it into this whole Cinderella fairy tale story in order to accommodate whatever narrative they feel like they want to push at the time. But for me, I really don't give a rat's ass about what people say about Mario or what they say Mario say or what Mario insinuated. If I need something to say about Sandra, I can tell Sandra to her face. I'm not gonna know, and you know that already, and you don't already know that.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure that like I said, I want to get straight from the source.
To entertain your audience, obviously, I don't have a problem. If I had said Sandra or Wayne, how many times I hid behind when I say anything about fucking Wayne or anybody? You know better than that too. If I got something to say about Sandra, I can say it about Sandra anywhere, anytime I want. Whether you agree or disagree, or you have an argument or a debate or whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, because I'll be honest with you. When I heard it, I'm like, listen, as many hoops as I had to go through, with CNB,
I know. Listen, let's leave it let's leave it like this, Sandra. Sandra, let's leave it like this. You and I know exactly who you bought the property from, and you know who it is, and you know that I'm close with that person. I know who you bought the property from.
To me, but okay.
But anyway, whatever. I know for sure, and Cayman is a small place, and no fucking secrets in Cayman. But I can tell you this: you're absolutely right. I know that you went to CNB several times, and you managed to get your loan to buy you whatever did you buy.
Several times? No, sir. One time.
Well, anyway,
I went.
The bottom line is this, Sandra. Listen, if you want to continue to entertain your audience by talking to Mario Dion Rankin at word of mouth about some rumor that you heard, you can do it periodically. I don't have a mind giving you some plugs. All right, I really don't, because truth be told, if I got anything to say about Sandra, I can say it to you publicly and on your show at any time I want. I not like the Johan Moxums of the world, who call your show and entertain your show because he's afraid of you. That's the reason why most people entertain because they're afraid of you.
Really?
Oh, I don't want to end up on Mile Road. Yeah, you ever heard? You never heard the term? Oh, I don't want to end up on Mile Road. Oh, you better be careful before you end up on Mile Road.
Yeah, but don't let
I
people
don't
who
want.
end up on Mall
I don't want no
Road
one to have. I don't want
are
no one to have that fear of Mario or word of mouth. But anyway, Sandra, I
fair.
kind of busy right now. We'll
I
talk
mean,
later. Next rumor that come up that you hear that not true, just give me a call
well,
and we can
that's
have this
what I did.
conversation
That's why
as
I just
usual.
gave you a call, but
All right,
it's a little
cool.
bit. By the way, I
Enjoy.
just asked the owner that I bought it from. He doesn't know you, so
Well,
you once again.
I'm talking about the realtor. I'm talking about the realtor that were handling the real estate the deal. But anyway, you can be in denial all you want, Sandra. But you and I both know
denial.
what the truth is. Yeah, Sandra, how
And
many times you been in denial? You've been convicted 3 times of lying and convicted, but you lied every time
I've
until
been
you got
convicted
convicted.
of lying 3 times. What? Name the 3 times. Name even 2.
All right.
Name even 1.
So Black Gold didn't sue you.
Convicted. That was a civil case. He dropped the
Oh, you got
case
convicted.
and
Okay, but you were
didn't pay
convicted.
anybody a single dime. How is that a conviction?
Anyway, bye Sandra.
The
Bye
only
Sandra. You're looking for
conviction I
entertainment.
have,
Your
Mario,
ratings down or what?
you should
Your ratings
educate.
down or what? Your ratings must be down. You
No.
calling me,
You
man.
should try to
Anyway,
educate
have a good
yourself
day.
and listen. The only conviction is with what's his name? What's his name again? What the hell his name is? Oh, he hung up. Poor him. You see, I've been convicted 3 times. Wow. And he's talking about people blackguarding and misinformation. Okay. 1 conviction with Matthew Leslie, and that's about to get overturned by the Court of Appeal. Meanwhile, Mario's a fucking thief. So he didn't he just say he knew the owner of the property? And when I message the owner of the property and say, oh, do you know Mario Rankin? He says, nope. Why? Oh, it's a real estate. I know. What? Make up your mind. And dude, no, I did not have to go to CNB multiple times. That's not how the process works. An offer was put in and you go through the process once, you get it or you don't get it. Meanwhile, it's not me that borrowed $1 million from a local bank and never repaid it. That would be Mario. You see, here's the thing. He's trying to go around telling people that Wayne Panton somehow had something to do with my hard work and the few little things that I have in life. You see, Mario, that would be your MO and that would be your style. That's not my style. I don't need anything from Wayne Panton. In fact, the only request that I made of Wayne Panton was in relation to, because my realtor that was handling the transaction said, Sandy, find out if you might be eligible for any sort of the stamp duty waiver. And I spoke to Wayne about it before making any sort of formal application. And Wayne said, to be honest, you wouldn't be, because the criteria that we put in place, number 1, you exceed the amount. We're trying to help, first, second time wasn't in the law yet. Caymanian home buyers, you've already taken advantage of it once within the remits of the law. Now it exceeds that amount. So no, we're trying to help Caymanians who fall into that category of, okay, just getting started, don't have any property. He said, I wish more Caymanians were in your position where they could go to the bank and get a little bit extra investment in this country. And I said, all right, no problem. I didn't push it because I said, you know what, if he's going to be fair like that with me and just be straight up with me, I know he's going to do that with everybody else. Now, what gets me right, it isn't the fact that Mario has nothing better to do on his show than to make these insinuations about Wayne Panton, who, I don't know what Wayne ever did to Mario. He must have didn't kiss him under the big moonlight of Cinderella night or something, because he has the biggest hard on for people like Mario, Jackie from Dart, Jennifer Ahern. Mario has a big hard on for a lot of people, right? And the sad thing is, he a lot of times doesn't get his information straight. He talking about hearsay. He needs to put himself in the limelight because he doesn't fact check jack shit. So he has been on his show making these insinuations, but he's not gonna call no names because he knows his ass will get sued. And Mario, keep it up, because one of these days you talking about I was sued by what a guy named Black Merchant or whatever the hell his name was. Number one, it's a civil suit. You don't even know the difference between a civil suit and a criminal suit, but I was charged and admitted to lying. No, sir. I admitted to nothing because I did not lie. The lawsuit was dropped in full in the settlement. He got a little paper apology. I didn't pay him a dime and he didn't pay me a dime. Get your facts straight. And anything I say, I can back it up with documentation, unlike somebody like Mario. You see, he can't back up nothing. He's telling y'all with proper documentation. Now, here's the problem. When you work hard in life and you make sacrifices, you don't take shortcuts like Mario, okay? You don't go and borrow money for supposedly your heavy equipment business off of the land that your wife, who you fuck around on 24/7, let's be clear, only God knows why she got you up in her house, but you're using the woman because her family, that would be Heather Barden's niece, they have land. So they're land rich. And he has sat there and used that woman over the years, right? Use her family property. Now, I'm telling you all this because I saw the land papers with my own eyes. Borrowed $1 million and didn't repay it, and the people took him to court. It wasn't me running to CIDB, getting a reference letter and political push from McKeeva Bush to be able to get money from them people. So speak the truth and shame the devil. And I can tell you all without fear of contradiction, this wasn't no me going back to CNB how many times. I went through the process once. Now, if you've ever dealt with banks, you know you try to get a mortgage, that does not happen overnight. They require this documentation, this, that, whatever. And so, yes, it takes a process. You see, of course, Mario wouldn't know that because my brother ain't got a pot to shit in or to piss in. He don't own nothing. Ask him which house he own. Ask him if he can go to CNB and borrow anything. He can't go to them and borrow nothing. So he wouldn't even know the process. It's a continual process until you either get denied or approved. And even if you have a pre-approval, you have to get all your documentation in place, meet all their check marks. There are things, Mario, that you might not know that actually hold up the process, including engineering reports. When the bank loans you substantial money, they want to make sure that their interest is properly protected. Getting valuations done, all of these things. So there wasn't no back and forth with CNB except what is considered the normal application process. Shout out to CNB, by the way. So, you know, it's funny that he's like, oh, well, I know the owner. And I asked the owner and he's like, nope, I don't think so. Why? So now he's claiming that he knows the real estate agent. Okay. And again, she certainly could not have told you anything that didn't transpire. Don't have me to call up my real estate agent, you know. Good friends with who? As a matter of fact, I can call my agent here this morning. Hold on. Somebody said, no, I was thinking of Matthew Leslie. John Felder owes me money. He lost to me. So let's make sure we correct that story and get it straight. I want my $50,000 from him too. All right, hold on. Y'all want to set the record straight? I can call my agent. Listen to how this can go. Let me show you what a blood clot liar Mario Rankin is here this morning. Stick a pin. But you see, he feels like he can get on his show and say anything and nobody not gonna challenge him. He want to talk about mix up. He better talk the real truth that he the one in the biggest mix up ever. My agent sound like he busy. So I don't know who he claiming that he best friends with. And the real estate agent, I said, do you know, Mario Rankin knows you, good friend? She says, not at all. Why? Because he just said that. So who's he talking about? So who is it that he supposedly knows? My agent? Hold on. So 2 people in the transaction already said they don't even know Mario Rankin. They don't know what this fool talking about. Someone said, call Johan, he afraid of you, honey child. Mario's a proper idiot. Hold on, I can call my agent direct. He may be traveling because he's a busy, proper businessman, not a frontin' fool like Mario. So hold on, this could be the only other person involved in the transaction, so let's call him. The agent says, I only know who he is, don't know him well at all. How did this come
Hello?
up? Dale,
Hello.
morning. Sandy here, how are you?
Oh, not bad, not bad. What's happening?
Quick question. I have you on the radio because Mario Rankin just made a statement, right? And I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is that he's talking about. So he's been on radio on his show, apparently making all sorts of comments that a certain person, me basically, have this property in West Bay because of Wayne Panton. And that Wayne Panton bought it for me or has given me money or some mix-up story. Now, this morning I called Mario. He claims that, he knows the owner. So he knows
Hold on 1 second, Sandy. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he says that he knows the owner. So he knows that I had to go to the bank multiple times to get through. I messaged the owner on WhatsApp. He says he doesn't know Mario. Then he corrected himself and said, he meant to say the real estate agent. I messaged the real estate agent. She said she doesn't know Mario either. So the only other agent would have been you because you in Crichton Properties thankfully represented me. Have you and Mario Mario Rankin, ever had a conversation about this property in West Bay?
No.
Okay. So I don't know who he claims that he's such good friends with that he wouldn't have gotten it. Now you would know the integral details of what I had to do to get through with the property and everything. Did I have to go to CNB multiple times to get approved?
No. No. I mean, you sent me the information and that was it, that it was approved.
Yeah, you go through the process.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Wayne Panton assisting me in any way, shape, or form?
No.
In fact, let me ask you a question now. On your suggestion, you said maybe you might be eligible for a stamp duty waiver. Ask Mr. Wayne and what see what he says. Are you aware of the outcome of that? Did I get a stamp duty waiver?
No, because it was above what is allowed anyway. So
exactly.
At that time it was only $450,000, and I had to buy less than $450,000.
Right. So I don't thank you, Dale. I appreciate you correcting the information. You're a well-respected businessman and realtor. And so once again, this boy is a liar and only God knows what he's talking about. But I appreciate it, Dale.
All right, not a problem.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
You see when you're talking the truth and you're moving with integrity, people can verify different things of what's going on. Now, y'all saw it for yourselves this morning. Mario Rankin just sat here on this station on air and lied to me. He's good friends with the realtor. There was only 2 realtors involved in this transaction, Crichton Properties, and the other young lady, I'm not even going to call her number. She says, this how confused she is. She said, this is so-and-so. I don't know if he's confusing me with somebody else. He's a liar. That's it. He's a liar. Who, Mario? Which real estate agent that you're good friends with that would have told you this? You want me to call my loan officer at CNB who processed my transaction? You want me to call the vice president of CNB? And they can tell you? Because they know they took the completed application one time to their board and they reviewed it and approved it and boom, that's it. They don't take I've never heard of this, so I don't know what kind of bank this idiot dealing with. But you don't get approved, and then the bank is going to your loan officer would keep submitting your application. If you're not qualified, you're not qualified.
Hello, may I help?
Mr. Johan Moxham, good morning, sir. Are you afraid of me?
Only when you don't give me brownies.
Hold on. That deserves a kaboom. He only afraid of the brownies supply drying up. So this fool, Mario, this morning, talking about the only reason you calls into my shows because you're afraid of me. What does
I
that
call
even
into
mean?
your I call into your show because it's the best talk show in the Cayman Islands where people get an unvarnished truth about a lot of different topics. You are the bravest talk show host in the history of Cayman Islands radio. Your CMR platform, everybody reads it, everybody watches it, everybody talks about it. I don't know what Mario's problem is. I don't particularly care. He's not my responsibility or my concern. But I will say this. There are many people out there in the media space that are jealous of you. And so it can't come as a surprise when people say things about you. I don't know why Mario is how he is, but I wish him the best of luck in life. I know he has some issues, and God be with him. But I called because of everything that I said. I called yesterday, and I think it's the only platform where you're able to speak your mind, engage in a conversation that makes sense. And yeah, I'm addicted to the brownies. I know I got to come off of that. And so
they are good though. I mean, you know, everybody.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You could easily start a brownie shop, and you would probably make more money on that than you do with your CMR stuff. So,
oh my God, what a heat!
what happened? Like what? Go ahead.
No, what happened was how all this got started is somebody mentioned to me yesterday that they're sick and tired of Mario saying and mixing up my name as well as their name into this whole scenario about how Wayne Panton supposedly going around buying people property, and apparently he's purchased and bought me a property or gave me money for property. I'm like, shit, I would love to not be in debt with the bank. You know what I'm saying? If Wayne Panton handing out money and buying people property, where do I sign up? But that isn't the case. And you see, when someone like Mario makes that statement, knowing his track record of fiscal mismanagement and bankruptcy, basically, right? When he tries to undermine how hard I work and the things that I've achieved and telling his little audience of 10 that I have somehow only gotten what I've gotten because of Mr. Wayne Panton or political favors or whatever. Wayne Panton has never given me a $5 bill yet. If he has done anything, it is paid for services on this platform, and that's it. Meanwhile, he gave Mario Rankin $5,000 or $10,000, I can't remember, I think it's $5,000, to go start up his platform. He didn't do that to me because I didn't go around begging nobody to start up my platform. That's why I don't get in business with people, you know, Johan. You notice how I move.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me. Yeah.
So when you see people run around managing Airbnb and buying up property up in West Bay and had struggle at the bank and all of a sudden and never said one bad word about Wayne, you have to ask yourself your question, I wonder where they get these deposits from.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mario Rankin. Good morning. How are you?
What's going on? Sandra, you all right?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I wanted to have a quick conversation with you if you don't mind. Want to indulge me and my
No,
listeners?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, awesome. So there's this rumor that has been circulating, and you have your show, and a lot of times we have to deal with rumors and misinformation. And when it comes to myself personally, I like to put rumors to bed. So I'm just going to give you the rumor that I've heard, and then obviously I'm hearing that it's coming from you. But you can say nope, that's not true or whatever, and I guess it'll end there. But there's a rumor circulating that supposedly you're telling people you've made, you might not have called my name, but you've made innuendos on your show that I have, a more recent property acquisition. And that acquisition was made possible because Wayne Panton purchased property for me, or I don't know, gave me money. I don't know how this is supposed to work. But have you heard this rumor, and have you been telling people this about me?
Well, I think the easiest thing for you to do, Sandra, because you love Gap Seed so much, is why you just don't go watch my show. You would see that I never said anything. I never said anything about you or Wayne giving you money to buy anything.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.